Hallo Leute, wie geht's? Das ist jetzt unser schon unser drittes Video, Alter, ja. Ähm, heute werden wir nochmal so ein kürzere machen, so it'll be a little bit shorter again. Ähm, aber worüber wir reden werden, ist nochmal ein paar Modalverben. So, wir werden heute drei Modalverben lernen. So, three new modal verbs. Und dann ein bisschen mehr über Uhrzeiten, Tageszeiten und so. Aber ja, das war alles. Also ganz kurz am Anfang. So, first thing, really quick. If you look on Canvas, so this is what it looks like now. It's new. It's changed a little bit. So I just wanted to be sure that you guys kind of all saw what I changed and you all understood what I changed. So, and this probably won't be the last thing that I'm going to change on this because things are changing all the time still. Even now still. So first thing I changed is the calendar. I know a few of you asked about like the vocab quiz because that was supposed to be this week, but obviously it's not this week, which I mentioned in my first video. But so if you look at the calendar, so just click here, you'll have the updated version. So it should look like this. And you'll see, like, hier haben wir Unterricht abgesagt und dann haben wir natürlich Frühjahrspause, also keinen Unterricht. Dann haben wir Kapitel 4 beginnen, ja. Und dann haben wir so nächste Woche, 7.4., 7. April, haben wir unser Vokabelquiz, right? So we're going to have our vocab quiz next week. And I'm going to tell you in a future video what that vocab quiz is going to look like because it's obviously not going to be the same format as it was in class. So that'll change. I'll let you know what that change is going to look like. But yeah, so basically everything just moved up a week. And you'll also see here like the Schlussprojekt instead of a Schlussprüfung, right? So you'll have a Schlussprojekt that you'll work on during what would be finals week. So that is pretty much it. I think that's all that's changed. If you have any questions still about the schedule going forward, let me know, and I will do my best to answer them. But I think that's pretty much what it's gonna look like. It's pretty set in stone. So and another thing is, if you are wanting to see what, like, homework, all that kind of stuff in a really easy broken down way, you can just go to the Google slide that we have here. So again, that's on, if you go here and you're on, this is the front page, and then I have kind of a Wort des Tages, but that's probably just going to stay there. Das heißt das Vorfreude, the joyful intense anticipation that comes from imagining future pleasures. So right now, obviously, we are imagining better times, the stuff that's going to happen, and so I thought that was kind of fitting. Das passt ganz gut zu dieser Zeit. We are just kind of hoping for better times, waiting, excited for when they come. That first beer at the bar, again, is going to taste really good. So I thought that was fitting. But yeah, so this is the front page. The syllabus hasn't really changed. But yeah, so calendar is different. And then if you go to modules, and then you scroll all the way down to the bottom, you'll see PowerPoints. And so this is kind of like, we're going to have it laid out. It's really, really easy for you guys. So you just click here, and then you'll see Kapitel 4, erste Woche, right? So this is the first week of Kapitel 4. And what we'll do is we'll make a Kapitel 4, zweite Woche, when the second week comes around, right? And then we'll just have, so Tag 1, and then obviously it looks better if you click on it and look at it through this view. But yeah, so we'll have Tag 1, and here we've got in Tag 1, when it goes to Tag 1, so when it goes to Tag 1, right, we'll see, okay, so these are like the goals for the day. These are the things I was supposed to learn. And then Hausaufgaben right there at the bottom, right? So, and that's something that I'll mention in my videos. I'll mention the Hausaufgaben, right? But this is where, if you just want to check it really quick, you can. So you'll be like, oh, so Tag 3, was heute ist, ja? this is our goal. I learned how to make plans, right? I learned 2 new Modalverbs. Wir werden eigentlich 3 lernen. Yeah, we're gonna actually learn 3. But yeah, and this is my homework right here. And again, a few of you asked how to hand that in. So I'm gonna try to explain this as clearly as possible. You go to when you are ready to hand in your assignment, right? So let's look at, we'll just do today's. So Arbeitsblatt, Mögen und Können, right? So like I told you in previous videos, the Arbeitsblatt, right, is under modules, and then you'll go to Kapitel 4, because that's the chapter that we're in, and there it is, right? Arbeitsblatt, Mögen und Können. So there it is in PDF form. Here it is in Word document form. So yeah, you'll click on that. You'll download it. You'll type it out, whatever you guys want to do, and then you'll upload it in assignments. So go to assignments, and look, there you are. You've got your upcoming assignments, and yes, the due date is the 2nd. So yeah, you'll just click there, and then there you go. You can submit the assignment. So this time you do have an Arbeitsbuch assignment along with it. So make sure you take a picture or scan it, and then you can just upload it on the same file that you upload the Arbeitsblatt with, right? So just have that be one file together. I know that this is all new and all complicated, so I will be so ein bisschen mehr gnädig, yeah? I'm going to be a little bit more merciful in this first week when we're getting used to stuff. So if you don't get it turned in on time, that's fine. But I'm still, like, once we kind of get used to this, once we get better at it, myself included, then I'm hoping that you guys are going to hand it in the day after it's assigned. And that is when I'm going to grade it, right? And if it's not handed in, and if it's late, then it's late. And you'll lose points for that. So, like I can see here, I have 14 turned in from that assignment that's due on the 31st, right? So out of 22. So please make sure you guys but I understand, right? That's kind of the learning curve. That's what it's going to be like this first week. But yeah, if you have any other questions, please let me know. But I think it's pretty clear how you hand those in. But let's move on to actually learning German. So, jetzt habe ich das zweimal. So, heute ist Tag 3, das heißt so Pläne machen, ja. So, auf Seite 116, in eurer Bücher, ja, haben wir ein Handy, ja. So, we've got a picture of a cell phone. And this cell phone has all the plans from Sebastian, ja. Das ist Sebastians Wochenplan. So, we have here sein Handy, sein Wochenplan, yeah, plan, obviously, Woche, week, so it's his week plan, right? Und wir haben hier nur 4 Tage, Donnerstag, Freitag, Samstag und Sonntag. Das werde ich so ein bisschen zoomen, damit ihr das besser sehen könnt. Alter, nee, egal, wir machen das einfach so. So, I'll zoom it in that you guys can see it a little bit better. But yeah, so that is his Wochenplan. And then, hopefully you guys have it up in your own books as well. So, this is maybe something that you guys have or don't have on your own cell phones. I mean, nowadays, I don't know how useful Wochenplan is, right? We're inside anyways, and there is no time, and nothing is real, and everything is awful. But, hopefully you guys are still maintaining some sort of a schedule. I know it's hard right now, but normally, right, we have a schedule. We have a time when we do things, when we go out, when we work out, when we eat, whatever, that kind of stuff. So then Germans too, obviously, right? They're infamously praktisch, ja. Das ist ein Vorurteil von Deutschen, right? That's a stereotype about German people is how practical they are. So not a surprise that Sebastian has his Wochenplan here. And yeah, we've just got like some things like, 7 Uhr kann im Fitnesscenter treffen, Chemievorlesung findet nicht statt. There's a trennbares Verb that we'll see later, right? Und ja, so auf Seite 117 haben wir ein paar Fragen. Wir haben hier ein paar Fragen. So, And I don't know. Yeah, unfortunately, see how well this works. Maybe. Ooh, yeah, okay. All right. So yeah, we can see that a little bit better. So auf Seite 117, ja, haben wir eine Aktivität, ja, Aktivität A. Und was sie möchten, ist, dass wir dann diese Fragen oder Sätze ausfüllen, ja. So, wir haben hier, heute Morgen möchte Sebastian Karen im Fitnesscenter treffen, ja. So, das ist am Donnerstag, 15. Oktober, right? So, we can look here, 15. right? 15. Oktober, Donnerstag, Thursday. And then we can see, heute Morgen möchte Sebastian Karen im Fitnesscenter treffen. So, heute Morgen, right? Remember, morgen heißt morning, right? And so what we've learned up till now is Uhrzeiten, yeah? So we've learned like how to say 7 Uhr, yeah? 9 Uhr. We've learned how to say the actual times. But one thing we haven't seen yet is how to say like the Tageszeiten, the times of day, right? Because we don't always say exactly the hour something's going to happen, right? Sometimes we say the afternoon, the morning, the evening, right? When it's just a little unclear, when we're talking and not trying to be so specific. So, auf Seite 116 haben wir diese Tageszeiten. Ja, haben wir diese Tageszeiten. So, wir gucken jetzt auf Seite 116 ganz kurz und wir sehen hier so die Tageszeiten, ja, die Tageszeiten, wie ich gesagt habe, right? So, they work basically the same way that times in English, like times of the day in English work, right? So, wir haben hier das erste, das ist 1 bis 12 Uhr. 1 bis 12 Uhr. So that means like 1 in the morning, right? Until 12 in the afternoon. Or 12 in the afternoon. Yeah, so 1 in the morning until 12 noon. 12 noon, not afternoon, but noon, right? So, wir haben hier eine Verbindung. So 1 bis zum, oder ab 23 Uhr bis zum, keine Ahnung, so, so 5 Uhr. Das ist heute Nacht, ja, das ist heute Nacht. Da können wir jetzt hören.
Heute Nacht.
Heute Nacht, ja, genau, heute Nacht. Und was das heißt, heute, ja, wir wissen, heute heißt today, right? Today. Und Nacht heißt night, right? Das heißt night. So, Nacht, das ist wirklich nachts, ja? So that's really like at night, right? So that's ab starting at, right? 23 oder auch 22 Uhr vielleicht, ja? 22 Uhr bis um 5 Uhr, yeah? So if you are talking about what you did, and I know we haven't covered past tense yet, and we won't this semester, unfortunately. We'll get to that, but talking something about you, like what you did last night at 2 a.m. at, the Fat Toad or whatever, then that would be heute Nacht, right? That we would say, like when we wake up in America, right, at 11 o'clock, and we meet our friends at, wherever it is you eat breakfast. You go to Village Inn to get a VIB after going out to the Fat Toad. I'm just making all this up. This has never happened to me, obviously. But we'll say in English, oh, last night, yeah? Last night. So it's like, it's in the past, right? We don't say today night. Even though it did happen today, like during the night, yeah. So, but that's what they say in German, right? So if they went to the bars, right, and then they wake up and they're talking about what happened, what we call last night, they would say heute Nacht, right? They would still say heute Nacht. Habe ich zu viel getrunken? Es gab eine Schlagerei, ich habe überall gekotzt, right? I'm not going to translate all that for you, but they would tell their story about the night before, and they would say, ja, heute Nacht, ja, ist das passiert, right? That happened heute Nacht. And again, so that's 22 bis 22 bis 5 Uhr, so ungefähr. Und dann haben wir heute Morgen. So heute Morgen, again, that's today, right? Today morning. Das ist so ab 5 bis um 9 Uhr, ja. Und ich würde sagen, das würden wir auch sagen, ja. Aber wir sagen normalerweise auf Englisch einfach morning, right? So we'll just say the morning, it's the morning until noon, right? Also was sie in Deutsch haben, was wir nicht haben, ist Vormittag, ja? Vormittag. So Vormittag, vor, that's a word we've seen before, right? Vor. Und mit, ja, so das ist so Mittel und Tag, ja? Tag heißt Day natürlich, so das ist before middle day. So it's not quite in the morning, right? But it's not noon yet. So das ist Vormittag. Heute Vormittag, so ab 9 Uhr bis um 12 Uhr. Ja, so 9 bis 12 Uhr. Ja, so ungefähr. Und dann haben wir heute einen Mittag. So Mittag, right in middle day, exactly what we call noon, right? Is what they call Mittag. Ja, so middle day. Heute Mittag. Und dann Nachmittag, yeah, so that's something else we've seen before with time, after, yeah, so after middle day, Nachmittag, heute Nachmittag, ab 13 Uhr bis zum 18 Uhr, yeah, so they've got that's their afternoon, which I would say is pretty much how we describe it as well, so ab 13 bis 18 Uhr, und dann haben wir Abend, ja, heute Abend, evening, right? Evening, so the difference between evening and night, right? They've got it too. So abends sind evening, nachts sind nights, right? Nächte sind nachts. So they have that ab 18 Uhr so bis 22 Uhr so ungefähr, yeah. So yeah, these are just kind of like the unofficial phrases, right? Heute Nachmittag, heute Vormittag, heute Morgen, heute Nacht, Mitternacht. Yeah, so Mitternacht, sorry, almost forgot. Mitternacht, it's like Mittag, right? Middle of the night, that middle point, right? Same thing we say, right? Midnight, Mitternacht. So yeah, they have basically very, very similar ways of describing their days. They have Vormittag, which we don't use in English, but otherwise, yeah. And then they have, like I said, that with heute Nacht, that's used a little bit differently, but overall, really similar. So keep your books open to that point. Make sure that you've got that available to you, because we're going to look, the questions in this activity are going to use those phrases, right? So we'll put that back to half the screen. We'll zoom in. And then we've got, so heute Morgen, ja, so ab 7 Uhr, ja, 7 Uhr, das ist auf jeden Fall morgens, ja. Heute Morgen möchte Sebastian Karen im Fitnesscenter treffen, right? And there we've got a new verb that we're going to see a little bit more of today. So möchte heißt would like, yeah? Would like. So that's a Modalverb. So we've got two verbs in this sentence, right? Heute Morgen möchte Sebastian Karen im Fitnesscenter treffen. Und treffen, das heißt to meet, right? I think we might have seen this one before. Treffen is to meet, right? So he would like, today morning, would Sebastian Karen in the gym, today morning would like Sebastian Karen in the fitness center to meet, right? So again, this is where we see the really big difference between word order between English and German, right? Up until now, it's been kind of similar, like we've seen some differences, right? But this is where it's really different, right? Okay, so heute Mittag möchte er. Heute Mittag möchte er. So Mittag, right? That there's only one thing really that he does that's only one time, right? So Nachmittag, morgens, abends, nachts, right? That covers a lot of hours, but Mittag only covers 1 hour, right? It's just literally in the middle of the day. So heute Mittag möchte er, and then we've got, so we're still talking about Donnerstag, 15. Oktober. So we look here, where is our Mittag? Mittag, it's 12 o'clock, right? 12 Uhr, ja? Heute Mittag möchte er mit Thomas in der Minze essen, right? So we've already gotten it written out the way we need to have it written out, right? We've got our second verb at the end, right? Heute Mittag möchte er mit Thomas in der Minze essen, yeah? So today noon would like he with Thomas in the cafeteria to eat, right? Sounds weird, right? But so sagen wir das auf Deutsch, ja? So, wir haben unser, so Essen geht am Ende und ja, den Rest stecken wir dazwischen, ja? So, but remember, everything else with word order stays the same, right? We've got time of day in the front, right? We know we can do that, but the one, like, we've got our modal verb in the second position where our verb always has to be, and then we've got our subject connected to it, right? Möchte er, möchte Sebastian, möchte er, will er, right? Our subject is still connected to our verb. Okay, dann haben wir heute Nachmittag, möchte er. So Nachmittag, right? That's we've got, look in your books and see what time that is, what time that covers, right? It's afternoon, right? So heute Nachmittag möchte er. So wann ist Nachmittag? 16:30 Uhr möchte er Erika auf eine Tasse Kaffee einladen. So das hier, das Einladen, das ist ein trennbares Verb, aber das ist am Ende, ja? It's a separable verb, but it's on the end. So remember, we don't have to separate the prefix, so it just stays how it is. So möchte er Erika auf eine Tasse Kaffee einladen. So he would like he Erika off or on cup coffee to invite, right? Okay, und dann haben wir heute Abend will er, so möchte und will, möchte heißt would like, ja, and will, das heißt will, that was in our first video, wants to, right? Will er, he wants to, so it's kind of has the same meaning. Möchte is a little bit more polite, right? Möchte is something that you would say if you're ordering food at a nice restaurant or something like that. If you say like ich will Schnitzel, Jägerschnitzel mit Pommes, yeah, that's not really that nice. Yeah, it's nicer to say ich möchte, yeah, ich möchte. And there's other ways to order that we'll learn about later. But yeah, so möchte, will, they kind of mean the same thing, but möchte, I would like, as opposed to I want, right? It's kind of the same in English, right? Like when you order food, it's nicer to say I would like the ribeye, medium rare, right? But if you just say I want the medium rare ribeye or something like that, then it sounds a little, yeah, it's not that polite. Aber ja, so heute Abend will er, but of course you can use that with your friends and family and stuff. Heute Abend will er, so heute Abend, there's only one more thing in his day plan for Donnerstag, und das ist abends ja 19:30 Uhr. Wann ist 19:30 Uhr? 7:30, ja, heute Abend will er ins Konzert gehen, ja. Oh, they even have the verb there for you, so to make it a little bit easier. So, dann haben wir am Freitag, 16. Oktober. Morgen früh möchte Sebastian schwimmen gehen, ja. Morgen früh möchte Sebastian schwimmen gehen. So, ganz kurz, früh, das heißt early, ja. So, not just mornings, but early in the morning, right? So, 7 Uhr, das ist morgen früh, würde ich sagen, ja. Das ist für mich auf jeden Fall morgen früh. Auf jeden Fall während dem Quarantäne ist das auf jeden Fall früh, würde ich sagen. Yeah, that's really early, especially now when we don't have any rules, right? Nummer 6. Morgen Vormittag muss er. Morgen Vormittag muss er. So now he must, right? It's not something he would like to do. It's not something he wants to do. He must. Morgen Vormittag muss er. So, was ist Vormittag hier? Das ist, also 15 Uhr, das ist Nachmittag, ja, und 20, das ist abends. So 10:15 Uhr oder Viertel nach 10 muss er, ja, und dann haben wir Biologie-Vorlesung, ja, muss er Biologie-Vorlesung machen, ja, oder zur Biologie-Vorlesung gehen, right? So this isn't all written out. It's just Biologie-Vorlesung, muss er Biologie-Vorlesung entweder machen, ja, he has to do it, or zur Biologie-Vorlesung gehen, ja, so he has to go to it, however you'd want to say it, but that's what he has to do, er muss, ja. Morgen Nachmittag soll er, ja, was heißt soll? Should, right? No, morgen Nachmittag soll er, so he should. It's not something he has to do, it's not something he wants to do, it's something he should do. Nachmittag, was hier ist Nachmittag? 15 Uhr, ja. So 15 Uhr soll er Fußballtickets abholen, ja. Abholen, holen is to like grab, right? Abholen is to grab up, pick up, yeah. So he should pick up the football tickets again, right? And that makes sense that it should, right? It's not something he necessarily has to do, right? It's probably not something that he wants to go out of his way to do, right? But it's something he should do, yeah. he bought the tickets, I would assume. So, morgen Abend möchte er, und dann haben wir ein Ding, ja, so möchte er mit Astrid und Max ausgehen, yeah. So look here, we've got two verbs here that are trennbare Verben, yeah. But remember, they stay together because they're in the infinitive and they're at the end of the sentence. So we don't have to worry about where that prefix goes, and we will see more examples of moving that prefix around later on. So, und dann haben wir Samstag. So Samstagmorgen muss Sebastian die Wohnung aufräumen. Aufräumen heißt to pick up, right? To pick up. He's got to pick up his apartment, right? He's got to, and aufräumen, that doesn't mean like, yeah, pick up your apartment in your hands like you're, Superman. It's you are picking it up, right? You're picking up the room, picking up the mess that you made, yeah? So Samstagmorgen muss Sebastian die Wohnung aufräumen, yeah? Another trennbares Verb. Es bleibt Infinitiv. Samstagabend, ja. Und dann haben wir, okay, so this wants you to make the, we've got a trennbares Verb here, right? So we've got one here. So first of all, Samstagabend ist 14 Uhr Abend. Nein, nee, das ist, was will ich sagen? Das ist nachmittags, ja? Das 14 Uhr ist nachmittags. So, wir haben hier Samstagabend, 21 Uhr oder 9 Uhr abends, ja? Das ist auf jeden Fall abends, ja? So, das ist Samstagabend. Und dann haben wir unser trennbares Verb, ja? Trennbares Verb. And remember, if that's our only verb, then it's going to be separated, yeah? And here it's already separated for us. So, together that would be, and I'll just pull this up so we can see. We've got here. Okay, so together that we have Astrid kommt vorbei. So what's our verb here? And I don't expect you guys to know this because this is a new concept. Our verb here is vorbei. Kommen. Yeah? So vorbeikommen, right? That's our verb. It's a trennbares Verb. Vorbei is the is our prefix, right? So, but remember, if that's the only verb that we have in there, we have to separate the prefix from the rest of the verb. This here gets conjugated, and then our prefix gets booted to the end. So Astrid kommt vorbei. Astrid kommt vorbei. So we keep this, we boop this vorbei to the end, right? And remember, it's going to go to the end. So if there, in this sentence, Astrid kommt vorbei, that's the only thing that's happening. Astrid kommt vorbei. So there's nothing else to put between kommt and vorbei. But in this sentence, we have Samstagabend, Astrid, So remember, we've got to have our verb, our conjugated verb, in the second position. So that means what goes here? Kommt. Yeah? Kommt. So Samstagabend kommt. Und dann was haben wir dann? Astrid, right? We want to know who's coming by, right? And remember, so vorbei is like by. She's coming by, right? She's going to come over and stop over and say hi and hang out, right? So Astrid kommt, Astrid, and then what's at the end of trennbare Verben? Unser prefix, yeah? So Samstagabend kommt Astrid vorbei. So that's more, again, we've talked about these a little bit, but we're kind of getting into using them more, right? So that's another example, or just like one of the first examples of how we're going to see how these are used, right? So just remember, like with every verb, it goes in the second position, right? It's here. It's right here in the second position. It's connected to the subject, Astrid, right? And then the only difference here is that it's got a prefix, and that prefix goes to the end. Okay. Und dann haben wir Sonntag. So yeah, samstags ist oft bis spät in der Nacht bei Freunden. Yeah, so that's samstags, Saturdays, right? Is he often until late in the night bei Freunden, so like with friends, right? Okay, dann haben wir Sonntag. Sonntagvormittag, so was haben wir? Was ist Vormittag hier? Sonntagvormittag. Was es gibt, ne? So 11 Uhr, ja? Sonntagvormittag, forenoon, ja? Möchte er spät aufstehen und frühstücken, ja? So spät aufstehen und frühstücken. And again, these are trennbare Verben, but they're staying together because they're the infinitive form at the end of the sentence, right? So spät aufstehen, so wake up late, und frühstücken. And that there, that's a way of writing and, right? Und frühstücken. Ja, so möchte er spät aufstehen und frühstücken. Sunday forenoon, would like he late to get up and breakfast. Ja, and eat breakfast. So, und dann haben wir Sonntagnachmittag, so Nachmittag, das ist natürlich 16 Uhr. Sonntagnachmittag möchte er mit Astrid spazieren gehen. Ja, mit Astrid spazieren gehen. So, here we have two verbs, right? We've got two verbs, spazieren und gehen, right? So, and you'll see this often with gehen, right? So, go hiking, go eating, go movie watching, whatever it is, right? So we kind of do the same thing in English, right? But here they're both gonna be in their infinitive form, and again at the end of the sentence. So that's maybe our first sentence with three verbs, right? So mit drei Verben, aber das ist einfach so möchte, our modal verb, always first, and then our second and third verbs at the end in their infinitive forms, right? Dann haben wir Sonntagabend will er Fernsehen. Yeah, so Fernsehen and Tatort, that's the name of the show he wants to watch. It is a popular crime drama television series. It's super popular. I mean, it's kind of a joke, but it's still it's a tradition, like in Germany. It's maybe for a little bit of an older crowd, but young people still watch it. It's on in the bars. People watch it. It's sort of like in CIS or something like that. Yeah, or Law and Order. It's on every Sunday. People watch it. It's like an institution in Germany. But yeah, so Sonntagabend will er Fernsehen. Again, we've got our modal verb here, will, and then Fernsehen, our infinitive verb at the end. So, that was that. Just a quick book activity for you guys. So these activities here, Seite 129 und 130, those are, also Übung 9, 13 bis 14, those are partner activities. And I am trying to figure out if I want to do those. If you guys would want to Zoom and do partner activities, I would absolutely be up for that. So let me know, please. Either way, if you don't want to, please let me know and say no. If you do want to, let me know and say yes, and we will set up a time that works for you guys. So, but yeah, so unfortunately, it doesn't make a lot of sense for me to go through those by myself. But yeah, so we have here your Hausaufgaben. Again, this is so Arbeitsblatt, Mögen und Können und Arbeitsbuch Seite 131 und 132. Really quick, I do want to practice with you guys. Mögen und Möchten und Können, and make sure that you guys kind of understand the the difference, because they are a little bit different than the ones we've seen before. So mögen und möchten und können. So please, like with the other activities, guck auf Seite 126 oder 27, Entschuldigung, ich sage immer 26. Ah, nee. Okay, so, and I'll write that here. So, Seite 127, Halter, nee, 127. And then, when you're on that page, you'll see the conjugations for these, right? So we have mögen, möchten, und können. So mögen means to like, right? To like. Möchten is like the conditional version of mögen. It means would like, right? So it's more of like it's not for sure, you know, that's going to happen, or it's something that you would like to happen or would like to do. Und können is can, right? So just like in English, mögen, to like, doesn't necessarily need another verb, right? We don't need to say I like, we like things, right? Like even if I say I like to run in that context is a noun, right? So in this case, this is a modal verb, but it's often going to be by itself, right? Most of the time, it's just going to be by itself. It's not going to have that second verb that all the other modal verbs have, right? But möchten, I would like, yeah, that's conditional. That's going to have that second verb, right? I would like to do something, right? And then we have können, right? I can do something, right? In this case, yeah. In those cases, then we will have that second verb there. And you can see that auf Seite 127, just the difference there. If you look at the bottom, yeah, you'll see in the notes, right, it says the modal mögen is generally used without a dependent infinitive. Dependent infinitive, the second verb, right? And then we have here, mag seine Arbeit im Hotel. Yeah, he likes his work in the hotel. We don't need a second verb there necessarily, but with möchten und können, we usually will. So we'll just go through a couple examples of these. Entschuldigung. So ich, Bier. So if you look auf Seite 127, you look at your conjugations there. So for mögen, ich, Bier, ich mag Bier. Remember, these are irregular verbs, so there's no e at the end, and we've got a stem vowel change. So it doesn't say ich mög oder ich möge Bier, ich mag Bier, right? It's irregular. And then we have, dann haben wir ich, Bier, So this kind of shows you the difference between mögen und möchten, yeah? So ich, and then if you look, möchte is it's at the bottom, it's behind, it's under the rest on that table, but it's, so ich möchte Bier trinken, right? So the same like what we've seen before. We have first our modal verb, and then we have our second verb at the end in the infinitive form, right? So it's the difference between I like beer and I would like beer to drink, right? I would like beer to drink. I would like to drink beer, right? That's the difference, right? One is I like something, and one is I like to do something, right? One's a verb. So, dann haben wir können, ja? So, wir, Deutsch, können nun sprechen. So, wir fangen an mit unser Modalverb, ja? So, wir können Deutsch sprechen, ja? We can German speak, ja? We can German speak. Können wir, ja? Ein bisschen, ja? Ein bisschen. Wir können ein bisschen Deutsch sprechen. Und dann haben wir, ihr nach München, So remember, it's a question, right? But again, our modal verb is the first thing that's going to pop up. So we just look here for ihr, and then wir haben ihr, also that means it's going to be möchtet ihr nach München gehen, yeah? Would like y'all to Munich go, right? Would y'all like to go to Munich? That's what we're asking there, yeah? Herr Königsmann, Sie mich, So Herr Königsmann, so now you're talking to your professor, right? So that's why we've got that big Z here, right? Because it's the Alter, formal U, yeah? So Herr Königsmann, Sie mich, So können Sie mich mitbringen, yeah? So mitbringen, right? Schönbares Verb, yeah? We've got mit und bringen. That mit, if I was just talking about, like, I'm bringing my dog with, ich bringe meinen Hund mit, yeah? Then I would separate them. But I'm not, right? I have a modal verb here, so this stays in the infinitive. So, können Sie mich mitbringen? Could you me with bring, right? So that's why that mich is accusative, because I'm bringing you with, right? I'm bringing you with. So, die Frau, ihn nicht. Die Frau, ihn nicht. And we see here again, right? These are irregular verbs. And we don't have a second verb here because we don't need one, because it's mögen, yeah? Die Frau mag ihn nicht. Yeah, die Frau mag ihn nicht. The woman likes him not. She doesn't like him, right? Die Frau mag ihn nicht. And it's the same as ich, just like with all these other modal verbs, right? Ich und er, sie, es, they have the same verb form. And then I know my head's blocking this a little bit, but yes, so du. Again, it's that question form. So who's our subject? The only other word there, right? Du. So look here, how do we conjugate with du? Kannst du mitkommen. Noch ein trennbares Verb, but it stays together. Okay, so that was just a really quick breakdown. So now you've seen all the modal verbs. You've seen how all of them are used. And we'll keep practicing them, and we'll keep practicing those trennbare Verben. Let me know if you would like to do a partner activity or something like that using Zoom, please. Either way, yes or no, let me know. Otherwise, look over Canvas, make sure you understand how everything works. And naja,